What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a undercut fade with the wedge parts on my model Aubskee with the Tui, Aubskee Inc. on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to my man. Here goes the before. Here goes the other side. Alright, first I'm going to prep his hair, put it in a little bun. Then I'm going to take the hair down with the 3.5 blade, clear my canvas out, remove all the bulk. I know that's going to be my highest point, so just clean everything up, make it easier for me to fade. Alright, my first guy is going to be the triple eye blade. All the way around. I usually start at the temple, and I usually like to drop it down because it's usually darker in the back. So it's usually darker in the back, so I like to give myself more room in the back to blend, to lighten it up so it can fit in with the rest of the fade. Alright, right here we're going to go in with the 08 blade. I usually like to make my guides really big, like an inch big, and give myself enough room to blend. And then same thing with the 1.5 blade. Make it big, make it clean. I don't dig in too much. I like to feather it out, C-cut motion. And then I'm going with the 2 blade. The 2 blade usually goes in with the 3.5 blade. Very, very well. As long as you feather it out. Don't dig in, just use the heel of it and just ride it off the head. Alright, right here we're going to go in with the 1/8 blade. I like it to go in between that OA and that 1.5. Make sure you just meet it right in the middle. Same thing, feather it out, C-cut motion. You don't want to dig in, especially with detachables. Alright, right here, this is the 1 blade going right under that 1A, the OA and that 1A. That 1 usually blends it in very well because it's very, very detailed and short. It's like my favorite blade. And you see the gap now from the bottom. Now I have to blend that bottom line all the way to the 1, which would be the triple eye on the next blade. Gives me enough room. That's why I give myself enough room to blend. Allows me to blend more, control my blend. And I always do this technique, I always fade down. Alright, right here we're going with the triple aught blade. Usually goes in very well with the 5/0 because the 5/0 doesn't put a hard line in. So same thing, just feather it out. Just use all that space to blend the triple aught to the OA, which makes it very, very easy to blend. Alright, now doing the touch-up work. Right now I have the OA blade on there, just touching up the triple aught to the OA, cleaning everything up. And then I'm going to the 1.5 to tie the 1A between the 1A and the 2 to blend everything together also. And then right here, just still touching on some more. Make sure you always go back. I'm right here. It's like my favorite touch-up clipper. Like the best. I have the fade blade on here. I always touch up. I have the 1 guard on here. I feel like it just ties my whole blend together when I use these. It cuts very, very precise and detailed, and cut very, very clean. Yeah, I usually do this with all my blends. all my blends is always with Masters Touchup, no matter what. It's like my go-to clipper to touch up, nothing else. Alright, right here I'm putting the wedge parts in. And the technique I learned from what I saw on Instagram helped me very, very well, because I used to mess up a lot. When I usually go in, I make my first line, and instead of trying to make in that wedge part, I drag the right side of the clipper down. As you can see, watch when I make this next line. I usually put the straight line in and I drag the right side down, which made it very, very easy for me to do. And make sure you hit both sides of any part you ever do. Doesn't matter if it's a straight, curve, swirl, it doesn't matter. Because when you're going straight on, you're doing the top line. And then when you turn that clipper around, you're hitting that bottom line to give that precise, clean part. Very, very clean. And then at the end, I'll usually razor it in, do all my razor work last. Alright, right here, I'm going to repeat the same steps. The 08, the 1.5 to the 2. And fading with detachable is like my favorite thing to do. My fading clipper, my favorite, used to be the Wall Senior. As you can see in my first video, that's all I used to use. Same technique. I used to take in consideration on how blades will work, because I've always wanted to use blades, I just never knew how to use them. So I was like, okay, like an open is like a OA, and a 1 open is like a 1.5, and a 2 open is like a 3.5. So I was like, man, I could probably do it on my blades and just blend and use the 1A as like a 1 close and a 1 blend like a 0 guard. So when I figured out my own technique of doing things, made it way easier and quicker for me, and very, very clean. I feel like guards always just running over the same here all the time, and detachables, I feel like it was just a one and done thing, just get straight to the point, and it made it very, very faster for me. Because in bar school, I did not know how to fade with detachables at all. I used to do the traditional way of doing 1, 2, fade everything out, and touch up with masters. But yeah, I just developed my own technique, and I feel like it worked, and I feel like I should share it with everybody else. Because in bar school, they know, dang. I've only been cutting for 1.5 years. Led up to me opening my own shop. Almost marks a year from now. I was in my first shop for half a year, and then now I'm here. He actually followed me for my first shop. He was a long-time client. Yeah. Right here, I'm just gonna be doing the same technique. Same thing to the 2. And then drop it down to the 1A, to the 1, and to the triple lot. And everything is just C-cup motion, just baby little C-cups. I'm not making it noticeable for me to do a C, but I usually use the hilt of the blade. There's a heel, then you got the hilt, and that's in the middle of the blade. There's like the little hump in the middle. I usually rest it on there, and then let it ride on the head, and it usually doesn't dig in. It controls how much I want to take off the hair. If I want to lean it in more, or lean it more out, just depends. So yeah, right here is the triple lot, repeating the same steps I did on the other side, and makes it very, very easy. Then after I do these steps, I just go straight into touch-up work. This right here just made it way quicker for me, way quicker system to do. And that's a red Speedo. That's the 0. It's like a 1.5 guard, you can say, for any other clipper but wall, pretty much. Because that 1.5 guard for wall was like my favorite guard also. So I just found an alternative. And I love the Speedos, actually. The teeth are bigger, so it cuts faster. Right here, I'm using my 0 gap blade to make that harsh line at the bottom, upside down, and then I go in with my non-0 gap blade to show that faint line. So it shows me where to bald out, so I know not to go past that when I bald out into the blend. Cause I used to get really lost when I used to shave, when I used to bald people out. So yeah, them shavers are true. Those was it Ron 9s, Series 9s? Yeah, great shavers. Right here, I'm just doing the lineup. I guess a technique you can say is I usually start from the middle and I go to the highest point, usually every time. I'll do a tutorial on how to do a lineup soon. Alright, right here I'm going to be using Kiss Color coming up. I usually mix the dark brown and black together with water. I feel like it gives a more natural look, and I don't put too much, just enhances the line. Makes it a lot crispier. And there's nothing wrong with using enhancements. Makes the cut look better, makes the client feel better, and makes the overall cut look amazing. There it is. There goes the wedge parts with a 3.5 chin strap. Yep. It definitely came a long way, me and him. There goes the other side. He actually doesn't wear his hair like that, but I think he decided to do it that day. Yep, we're done. Alright, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. And follow me on Instagram, Shearfades.